My name is Julia, and I'm 29. I work in a small office with kind people and quiet days. My life was simple and calm until a new boss came one Tuesday morning. His name was Ethan, a man with a warm smile and gentle eyes. He spoke kindly to everyone and made work feel light and peaceful. At first, I saw him only as my boss, nothing more, nothing less. But time changes things quietly, like soft rain that turns into a river. His voice started to make me smile. His presence made my days brighter. I didn't plan it, but my heart began to notice him in small ways. When he asked, "Are you okay today?" my heart beat faster than my words. He remembered little things I said, and that made me feel seen and valued. I started thinking about him at night, even when I didn't want to. Then one day, I saw the ring on his hand. It was small, but it carried a truth that broke my heart. He was married, and my dream was not mine to keep. For days, I felt lost. I tried to forget, but love doesn't leave easily. I came to work, smiled, and acted normal while my heart stayed quiet and heavy. He said good morning, and I said it back, hiding all that I felt inside. I told myself, this is not love's end. It's a lesson in strength. I learned that sometimes love isn't meant to be a story, but a teacher. A teacher that helps us see who we are when our heart feels weak. I started to change. I stopped asking, why me? And started asking, what now? I began walking after work, breathing deeply, finding peace inside my pain. I wrote in my journal, not about him, but about hope. Hope that one day I will love again, freely, without fear or secrets. Because true love is not only about another person, it's about finding yourself. I learned that my heart can break and still be beautiful, that I can love someone silently and still grow stronger every day. One Sunday I went to the park. The sky was soft and the wind gentle. I sat on a bench and smiled. For the first time I felt calm inside. I whispered, "Thank you, Ethan." Not with longing, but with quiet gratitude. Because he taught me something important. How to love, let go, and begin again. I wanted fresh air. I wanted peace. I wanted my heart to stop hurting. I walked to the park and closed my eyes to calm my thoughts. Then I heard a voice I knew so well. Ethan's voice. I opened my eyes. He was there, just a few steps away from me. But he wasn't alone. A woman stood beside him, smiling softly. A little boy ran to them. Then a little girl followed, laughing loudly. Ethan lifted the girl and kissed her hair, smiling with gentle pride. That woman was his wife. Those children were his world, his family. I froze. My heart sank. It felt like something inside me quietly broke. They looked so happy, not perfect, but real. A picture of love and peace. Ethan didn't see me, and I was thankful. I turned my eyes to the trees. I wanted to cry, but I held my tears, hiding pain behind a small smile. I whispered to myself, he belongs to them, not to me. And for the first time I began to understand. love sometimes means letting go. After they left, I sat there a long time, feeling empty but strangely calm. I asked myself, why did I fall in love with him? But no answer came. I walked home slowly, under a quiet sky, carrying both pain and peace inside me. That night, I didn't eat, didn't sleep, just whispered, "Forget him, Julia. Please forget him." But my heart whispered back, "I can't." It still loved him in silence. Monday came again. My eyes were tired, but I had to face the day. I got ready, went to work, and tried to stay quiet and invisible. Then Ethan came to my desk. His voice was soft and kind as always. He said, "Julia, are you okay? You look a little tired." I looked down and said, "I'm fine." But inside, my heart was shaking. He smiled and said, "You're a good person, Julia. You always help others. You're quiet, but you're strong. You're special." That word, special, echoed in my heart like light breaking through clouds. No one had ever said that to me before. It felt like sunlight touching my soul. I smiled, but my hands trembled. I wanted to tell him everything I felt, but I didn't. I couldn't. Some words are too heavy to speak. He smiled again and walked away, leaving me with silence and a strange warmth. I stared at the screen, but I couldn't work. My heart was full and fragile. That night I looked at myself in the mirror and whispered, "He thinks I'm special." Then I cried, not from weakness but from truth. I cried because love had hurt me, but it had also awakened me. I realized I could still love and still survive, even when love isn't returned. Because love, even when silent, can teach us strength, patience, and self-worth. Ethan showed me something I never saw in myself: my quiet power, my inner light. And that became my lesson. Love doesn't always end with a person. Sometimes it begins with you. We were alone in the office that night, the air quiet and heavy around us. I wanted to speak, to tell him everything my heart was hiding. But fear kept my words locked inside. I could only look at him and wait. He smiled gently and said, "Julia, you are important to me." My heart beat so fast I thought he could hear it. I felt scared and happy at the same time, caught between hope and truth. I wanted to ask, "Do you love me?" But silence was safer than pain. Then he said softly, "I am married, but you make me feel alive." His words cut through me like light through glass, beautiful, but it hurt to see. My eyes filled with tears. I didn't know what to say or do. He said, "I don't want to hurt my family, but I can't stop thinking of you." I wanted to believe him, to dream, but I knew it wasn't right. So I took a deep breath and said, "Ethan, you have a family. I like you too, but I can't be the reason for someone else's pain." He looked at me quietly and nodded, saying, "I understand." And in that silence, something inside me began to change. After that night, everything was different. We worked, we smiled, but kept our hearts apart. I thought deeply about love, about pain, about what it means to care truly. I learned that loving someone you cannot have is a heavy, silent kind of courage. It teaches you how strong the heart can be, even when it breaks. One evening I stood by the window and whispered, "Julia, be strong now. You must love yourself first, even when your heart is tired and lonely." That night, I decided to stop waiting for Ethan to choose me. I decided to choose myself, my peace, my freedom, my new beginning. It wasn't easy. Some nights I still missed him, still felt that quiet ache inside. But every morning I stood taller, smiled brighter, and believed in myself a little more. I learned that love is not just about holding on. It's also about letting go. And sometimes, letting go is the bravest form of love there is. Ethan will always be a small chapter in my heart, not the whole story. Because now, I am writing my own story, one of strength, hope, and self-love. I am free. I am healing. And I am ready for a beautiful new beginning.